Today we make Guinness Punch, Jamaican Guinness Punch, and yes, Jamaican Guinness Punch is a real thing. There is no official recipe for Jamaican Guinness Punch, even though Guinness themselves have their own recipe, but the recipes you'll find are generally family-specific recipes. Think of Coquito or Cremis. And while they differ, they all have a few of the same things in common. Guinness, milk, sweetened condensed milk, and vanilla. Some recipes use Suppligin, which is kind of like Ensure, a nutritional shake with vitamins and minerals, and often vanilla flavored. Others use milk and vanilla, and some, but only some of them, use rum. So I'm not following any specific recipe, but adapting this to be my own. It'll be close to the others though, but if you're interested in some of those more authentic Jamaican Guinness Punch recipes, I'll leave a link to those videos in this episode's description. They're on YouTube, so if you want to check out other people making this as well, check out the description. So how does Guinness end up in Jamaican Punch? Well, I don't really know, to be honest with you. It could just be something that came about because Guinness was available in Jamaica and not have anything to do with Ireland or Irish people. But the Irish have been a part of Jamaica's population since the mid-17th century, when large numbers of Irish indentured servants and migrants came to the island. When the Irish came to Jamaica, they also brought with them their drinking culture, so things like Guinness show up. Some estimates today suggest that 25% of Jamaicans have Irish ancestry, so while the idea of a Jamaican Guinness Punch may sound unusual to someone like me, it actually makes a lot of sense when you look into it just a little bit more. So let's go ahead and make this Guinness Punch, and I'm going to make this in a blender, starting with 12 ounces of whole milk, 4 ounces of our sweetened condensed milk, half a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and then 15 ounces of Guinness. This is actually 14.9 ounces. We'll just blend this to incorporate all the ingredients, and then I will finally be serving this in a glass with some ice. So there you go, Jamaican Guinness Punch. I mean, there's no way that this is not going to be amazing, but let's try it. Cheers. Listen, I know this can sound crazy. It tastes a lot like Guinness. The flavor of the beer comes through so well. I don't know if I would necessarily know that it was Guinness, but it definitely, a stout beer for sure. And because that beer brings plenty of bitterness, it's not too sweet. I think this is around like 12 bricks maybe, which is you're in like Coca-Cola level sweetness here, but it doesn't feel that way. Also, by using the blender, this is gonna be different than if you're just mixing by your hand or with a whisk, because a lot of air got incorporated into that. So it feels light. So it feels so much lighter than Coquitos or even the eggnogs that I make. And part of that's using that beer. That beer foams up pretty well. I think over time you'll lose a lot. There's like a good inch and a half of foam in the blender right now. So this version is pretty low ABV, which is fine for me. I think it's under 3%, but I already know some of you are just clamoring for the opportunity to put some rum in here. So you could spike this with some Jamaican rum, but just take the recipe that we just made and add in 1 more ounce of sweetened condensed milk and then 3 ounces of rum. You could do Wray and Nephew here, but I think that's just a little bit too much. So instead, I'm opting for a dark Jamaican rum. Cheers. That is also delicious, and I don't think it tastes especially rummy. I think that's good. I think the cliche thing would be for me to say that I like this better because it has rum in it, but that's not it. I think that this has a little bit more complexity to it because that dark rum brings that caramelized molasses flavor, but you still get the Guinness. We're not really diluting it that much. We just added 3 ounces of rum to that whole batch and made it a touch sweeter. Actually, it's not, the end product's not going to be sweeter, but adding the extra sweetened condensed milk helps keep the sweetness the same. But you can still taste plenty of Guinness. It's still very light and airy. And I think over time you'll lose some of that volume of air that's in there. But overall, this is very good. And for all you eggnog lovers out there, it's a different flavor. Like, you don't have the egg and cream and milk flavor. It's just the milk. But because we're using milk, it's lighter. It's just overall lighter. And for this specific recipe, it's less sweet. You can increase the sweetness so easily. Just use more sweet condensed milk. You don't need to measure or weigh. Just add a couple more spoonfuls of sweet condensed milk if you find that it's if it's just not sweet enough for you. I haven't run the numbers on this, but I would assume the calorie count on this is like half of what most eggnog are. So if you're looking for something that's a little bit lighter in alcohol, lighter in body, for those really thick eggnogs, and something that maybe you can have a couple of, then here's an option for you that maybe isn't the same as eggnog, but in its own right, delicious as well. All right, that's it for this one. Jamaican Guinness Punch. Really good, really good. So if you try it, let me know in the comments below, or if you've ever had this before, if you've ever heard of this before, let me know in the comments below, because it's not something I had heard of until somewhat recently. I didn't even know that this was a thing, and once I heard about it being a thing, I knew I had to try it. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like below, consider subscribing to the channel, and if you want to support this channel more, check out my Patreon page. Otherwise, see you on the next one.